The long tail cast on is a hand knitting cast on that produces a very beautiful edge, and it can actually be used on a knitting machine too, and there are some good reasons to do it. One of them is its good looks, and another is the fact that after the cast on is complete, there are complete stitches, real stitches, on every needle, which can make the rest of the project go better. Begin by pulling out a piece of main yarn at least 3 times the width of the needles. I usually make it a little bit extra long just to be safe, and knot a loop into that yarn. Hang the loop on the leftmost needle. Use the tail, the part that doesn't go to the main yarn supply, to E-wrap the next needle over. Do not fumble and drop the first loop as I did. And now, progressively, use the long tail to E-wrap and the main yarn supply to knit a stitch through. I started out doing it with my right hand wrapping the E-wrap using the long tail, and my left hand controlling the main yarn that knits through. But actually, you can get used to controlling both of them with your left hand and pulling back the needles with your right hand. Always make a special effort to make sure all of those wraps and stitches are the same size. It's not as difficult as it seems. You get used to the tension as you do with any needlework kind of project. So E-wrap with the tail, pull through a new stitch by placing the main yarn supply into the hook and pulling back, just as we always manually knit stitches when we have a need to do so. Go all the way across, and now let the long tail, what's left of it, and I was very generous, dangle. And the main yarn supply gets threaded into the carriage so as to begin knitting. I prefer to knit the first row back from hold on a machine that will do it. This one will, but only if I set it to N. And the same deal with the second row. Looks like I need to remove some slack from this yarn. There we go. Knitting back from hold makes it much less likely that the machine will drop off any stitches. And from then on this machine, I don't even need any weights. I can just keep on knitting. Now let's have a look at the edge we made. See how nice and tidy it is? It neither pulls in nor flares out, and it's very neat.